fashion, fun, felines. Join spa living and style expert Candy Holiday as she trips through her days while trying to flourish, look fab, and have a blast, even when life gets in her way. Let's make every day feel like a holiday with Candy. Candy, what are you doing?
Well, Darren, I'm thinking about my mom, Joyce Ash, and I'm feeling really kind of sad because this is the first year that I'll have a Mother's Day without my mom. She passed away last year, and I was very fortunate to get to spend her last Mother's Day with her, though, of course, I didn't know it was going to be her last Mother's Day. And we used to do spa treatments together at home, sometimes in the evenings. I'd come up with all these crazy ideas from books I would read. And she would suffer through paraffin pedicures and all kinds of beauty treatments. And she was a trooper, all right. Then today, I stumbled upon this radio interview where I dished out some ideas for pampering our moms on Mother's Day. And really any other day, right? Because every day should be Mother's Day. And I thought it would be awesome to share it with y'all because there's also some last minute kind of gift ideas. And because that's a question I get quite often is how to pamper my mom on Mother's Day with some spa time or some spa gift ideas. So I will be sure to put on lifesaholiday.com in the show notes links to any gift ideas I mention here. But right now, in honor of my mom, Joyce Ash, and all y'all's moms and your moms too, I would love for you to just to sit back, relax, and enjoy this episode of Life's a Holiday.
Hello and welcome back. You're with us here at What's Hot with Molly, Kelly, and Caitlin, and you're listening to 55 KRC, the talk station, and we are just about to get started talking about Mother's Day, and we thought it was so appropriate to get to bring Candy. Welcome, and thank you for coming,
Yay.
Candy.
Thanks for having me.
We are so pleased to get to have you here. A little background on you. I can just tell some of the things that we heard that were just, whew. She is one lucky girl. She has been to over 90 spas and got to evaluate all of the treatments.
All over the world, right? Okay, so while you're here, we want to hear how the good ways to turn our home spa-like for Mother's Day.
For Mother's Day.
Yeah. Or any day, let's be honest.
Really,
on
yeah.
Tuesday.
Yeah, you do it on Mother's Day. Say, hey.
After you drop your kids off at preschool day.
Yeah,
that's right.
Trying to function through the summer when they're out of school. I'm already nervous about that.
You know, like moms more than anybody need some me time and some spa time because that's really what spa is really all about. Like a lot of people just think it's just like you go away and get massaged or get a facial and then you come back. It's really more like a little sanctuary. And your home should be like that too.
Yes.
You know, that would
Theoretically.
but it turns into it's really more stressful. You come home to more stress. So one of the things I'm real big about, like making that transition, like when you come home, have something like in your foyer or entry that helps you sort of just like relax and make that transition, even if you have like the dogs and a million kids coming up to you, which is awesome, and you want that, of course.
It's a great problem to have.
If you have like even like a little fountain, you know, you can buy these portable fountains. You just plug in Homedics. They're simple, no gardening or landscaping required. You can just pop that in your entry, and then when you come home, you just the water is just a huge transition.
Soothing.
Yeah, really soothing, and you know, just nature and green. And so even if you're like live in an urban or a city setting, you can just put this, you know, you don't have to be outside, but it makes you feel like a little more connected and just kind of
I feel more relaxed right now.
Well, you know,
seriously.
I think it's interesting that you come right to it, and from an entryway, most people, at least myself, I think of spa and I think, oh, what can I do in my bathroom?
Right?
Yeah.
But you know, the reality is like when you go to a spa, you don't like just hang out in the bathroom all day. I mean, but people sort of think that because like, all the things are very water oriented. But when you go to a spa, I mean, it's like you're living like the life. Like a perfect utopian kind of day every day, and it's and so you don't just go to the bathroom to do that
unless you're pregnant, right, Keelan?
I don't even fit in my bathtub.
That's another issue.
So
that is a really good point.
Yeah, so throughout your whole home, you can have touches that make you, you know, feel good, relax, that just like enhance your experience and your whole families. I mean, they even things like aromatherapy and stuff are good for kids that have like ADD.
Oh.
They can actually help calm them down. If you have, even animals, they've done research that animals, it helps keep them relaxed.
Can we talk a little more about that?
We have children and animals who would like to harness.
Yeah, and I'm sure a lot of people would like to know. You say aromatherapy, and I think, okay, great, but I don't know the first thing about where to go to buy it or what scents are the good scents.
Well, the first thing I would say is that when you think about the scent, just stay away from, there's so many like sugary scents, like
vanilla
candy.
or honey.
Yeah, and that's like, they smell really good, but it will just make you hungry, which is a good thing where you go.
Maybe we should bring that to people's homes.
It will. It'll make you hungry. If you're trying to lose weight, it's like one of the quickest way to sabotage your diet. And like vanilla and all these bakery candles are, the popular scents.
That's interesting.
But to have like a spa scent, you're going to be thinking more herbal based, like eucalyptus,
lavender,
or rosemary, or or woodsy kind of thing.
And what do you like? My mind goes to candles, but I'm sure there's a million different ways to.
Yeah, the best way is the very first thing I would say before you even start looking at candles is like I would call it my base, because like you don't have to be lighting candles all the time, and plus it can be sort of dangerous if you
kind of pricey too.
Yeah, and pricey. But my favorite thing is to buy the reed diffusers.
Oh yeah,
you can find those all over. Some of the best places to get them though are C.O. Bigelow.
I love there.
Whole Foods. And the reason I say that these kind of places, more organic, natural, is some of them, they have chemicals in them, not just pure oil. And they can cause you to have allergic reactions. So you want to be sure to stay away from anything that has a chemical in it. Ask the people. Lots of times they might not know, but if they don't
Maybe
know,
look at the packaging.
then look at it's usually not on the packaging.
Really?
So if the salespeople don't know, then you'll need to go home and contact the manufacturer or steer clear. But like at Whole Foods, everything they have is pure oils, no chemicals added. And like C.O. Bigelow has they have like French brands. There's Gaddles, a lot of little boutiques down in Hyde Park. They have great reed fragrances. And they're so easy because you just open up the bottle, stick your reeds in there. I have one that sits like right on my table when I come into my home. And so it just constantly wafts the scent. And the thing is, you get used to it, and then somebody will come over and they'll be like, wow, it smells so good in here.
And you don't even know.
I have that goal.
And you're like,
I would like to have a scent.
Yes,
Sometimes you're with somebody and you're like, oh, I love that. It reminds me of you or something.
And you don't want yours to be like cookies.
Garlic,
right? Grilled onions. That green pepper smells lovely on your wrist.
But we know it's you, Caitlin.
So, like, if you wanted to fit into your Mother's Day thing, maybe buy your mom like a fountain, those Homedics fountains. You can get those even like at Meijer, Bed Bath & Beyond. They have them, and they come in all sizes. So you can get little small ones. You can get them with plants in them. So if your mom's like a gardener, they have them at Delhi, the more fancy ones with the plants. You can even put herbs.
And you
in
literally
there.
just plug them in.
Just plug it in,
So
and
you
you'll
don't-
add some water and plug it in.
Yeah. Okay. Good. I can handle adding the water.
Adding
I
water.
cannot be
Kelly's gonna be
responsible
like,
for one
"There's
more
a
living
second
thing.
step?"
Yeah.
There's a second step. If it comes with a manual, I'm not interested. No, that's so great.
I would love to do that.
I know.
Yeah. And then before we got on the air here, I was talking to Candy, and she was talking about even coming up with a special spot in your home, where even if it's in the middle of a big room, if you just make something special about it, that becomes your place to relax.
Yeah, other people say, well, how can I get any alone time at home or take some me time and de-stress, because there's just so much going on you have to do. And it's like a corner of a room. Just take a corner of a room, throw like a big old floor pillow down there, put a few candles. This is where a good place you can have your candles around. And if you wanted to seclude it, you could put like a screen, those trifold screens, or maybe hang some beads or something. And just make like your own little escape space, and play some music. And when you go there, be sure you just tell everybody, this is my, even if it's just 5 minutes.
Please do not bother me.
Yeah, and then, even if everybody has like 2 or 3. If you just want to make it a really easy goal, 2 or 3 minutes, just hang out there, play a little bit of music. If you want to invite your kids to sit there with, but you give them the rules. You've got to sit here. You've got to, it could be a little bonding time,
All right, well, we will have to come back to this idea when we get back. You're listening to What's Hot with Molly, Kelly, and Caitlin on 55 KRC, the talk station. We're going to continue talking about spas and Mother's Day, so stay tuned. Took a little break. We were talking about how to turn your home into a spa.
Yes. We were also relaxed. We sucked our thumbs and laid in a fetal position during the commercial.
Just
That's
Kelly.
not weird at all. Caitlin, let's be clear, just Kelly.
Well, I thought it was
Baby did.
yeah, right,
Baby
there you go.
getting
Fetal
relaxed
position, that's
with the sweaty
appropriate.
mom.
Yeah, Caitlin does have the baby on the brain. But Caitlin, I thought, made a great comment when we went on break. She was talking about, man, I always just thought of spas as something super expensive or maybe just getting your nails done. And, I mean, that's really not the case, what we're learning here today.
Yeah, it's all about, I mean, it's like, when you go to the spa, it's just like, it's a day. It's like you plan it. It's just like something you could do at home, but it's just the way you do things is different.
Well, you
And
said
just
it's a
because you're more
lifestyle. You
mindful.
can,
it's
mindful.
totally.
Good word choice. I like that.
But it's just because, you don't have all the extraneous things. So the thing is, for me is like when I would go travel, and a lot of times it was for work and stuff. And I'd be there, and I thought, this is something we could really, everybody can use at home in their own lives, just to, up it a little bit, make it a little more luxurious at home, and feel a little better, be healthier. Just we all need that, especially in these economic times.
Yes.
It's really hard, and we need to be able to distress without having to spend a lot of money. So.
Well, and to that, we have Linda from Anderson who's wanting to talk about treatments. Linda, are you there?
Hi, this is Linda from Anderson.
Hi, Linda.
I
Thank
just
you
had
for
a quick
calling.
question. I have a quick question. If a lot of spas can be a little pricey. If you had only one treatment that you were able to pick, which one would you recommend? Might be the best.
Well, it really sort of depends on your goals, but I would say if you go for something like massage, well, every spa has their own specialty. So, so lots of spas, when you call to make your appointment, or I don't know if you're talking about traveling or a day spa, ask them what do they specialize in, what kind of treatments do they have that nobody else offers, because that's going to be your most unique experience.
Oh, okay, okay.
So,
Great idea.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
I wouldn't have known that either.
Oh, and also, I want Candace to tell us some of the good spas in Cincinnati. No, because here we're talking about how to do it in your home and all the great things about spas, but does everyone know where to go in Cincinnati if you're in Cincinnati?
well, there's so many places you can go. Sometimes it can be overwhelming.
What are
But
some of your
to really
favorites?
get like a really good escape. I tend to like smaller,
Yes.
more intimate spas. In Kenwood, like Sia is
Oh,
a really
yeah.
great place. Especially they do a lot of Ayurvedic, which are Indian-based treatments that you can't get anywhere else.
Really?
Oh, really?
Yeah, so that's another, I'm always very looking for the signature and calling up and going to check it out before you even make an appointment. I would go, if there's a place you're thinking that, I need a massage, I don't know where to go there and check it out. Have them give you a tour, see how hospitable they are, see if, what you feel. Is it like a good vibe or is it more rushed? Because everybody likes different things. Some people want a real quick experience and people they have more time, they want to relax. So it just sort of depends what you're doing.
That's
Those
so
are
good.
my faves.
I love Sia Spa. I must say, I was actually just there just before to get a little facial, and just even
You have never
opening-
looked better, Molly
thank you.
Elizabeth.
Even opening the doors, to any spa, opening the doors, you feel, this is great.
Yeah. And you love to feel like that when you go home, as opposed to like, oh my God, And I mean, of course, there's always those things you have to do at home, but you can still translate a little bit of that. It just, makes things a little bit easier and happier. And that was my interview with Cooking with Caitlin. I hope you enjoyed and got a few ideas for how to treat your mom this Mother's Day and yourself, perhaps. And I want to give a huge shout out to Cooking with Caitlin, to thank them for having me on their show. I understand now that they have a restaurant in Wyoming, Ohio. If you're ever in the Cincinnati area, be sure and check it out. I believe it's called CWC, but I'll put links to it in the show notes for sure. So I'll see you next week, and I hope you all have a blessed and wonderful Mother's Day. Bye.
Don't forget, you can shop the show and get the 411 on this episode at lifesaholiday.com. That's HOLLADAY.com. Meet Candy on Candy Holiday YouTube channel for more adventures. See you next holiday.